Remember Ian Baker Finch in 1988 at 17 with Roger Mackay and Craig Parry. They'll have a toss of the coin shortly. See who hits off first. And Jack, everyone now is wanting to know where the momentum, where the strength might be. Is it with Peter Senior, who for so long has looked the winner of this championship right to the last moment? Or is it with Brad Hughes, who's had this sensational final round of 66?
Well, Bruce, from my experience, you'd probably say that the momentum has gone over to Brad Hughes now, because he's come off 66. Senior's just missed a short putt at the last to win. But from my experience, it usually goes back the other way. So if I were a betting man, I'd nearly think you'd have to stick with Senior.
Well, he's got the pedigree. He's won 9 international tournaments in the last 3 years, 19 tournaments in total.
But you've got to say that Brad Hughes is no stranger to good performances. This is no flash in the pan. He's a hell of a player. So don't underestimate him by any stretch of the imagination. He hits the ball as far, if not further, than Peter Senior. So length isn't a problem. And he seems to have sorted his putting out.
Let's have a look in just a moment. We'll see Brad Hughes' shot at 18, his second shot in. Remember that this is about a minute, Jack, before Senior made birdie on 16.
This was a really, really fine shot. I mean, sensational shot.
Peter Senior won the toss and, well, is elected to bat. He's going to hit first. What will they be trying to do here?
Well, it works both ways here. Senior, if he can put this on the fairway with a 2-iron, the pressure's back on Brad Hughes. If he misses the fairway, the door's open.
He hasn't gone down to pick up the tee.
That's going
down the right.
That might be too far right, Bruce.
And not long enough to get a view round the corner. He can still bend it, of course, his second shot. Drying the hands on the seats of the trousers. Well, and I mean, he really hasn't hit a bad shot, as far as one can remember, all afternoon.
This is what you practice for hours and hours and hours for, to find out whether your swing will stand up under pressure.
How's that time?
It's a beautiful shot.
Perfect, really.
Advantage Hughes.
Maybe a classic shot there from Brad Hughes, considering the moment as we look at micro.
From left to right. Seeing his second shot, the first playoff hole.
Beautiful smooth swing, just leaking off to the right of the green, and well, unfortunately missed the green.
So he's hit it to the right, Jeff has told us. He's missed the green. And Brad Hughes looks to be in perfect shape.
Peter Senior's ball here is in the front left bunker. And out of sight from our cameras, now Hughes. Let that go a bit to the right, methinks. Oh, what a great bounce. What a great bounce.
Well, 5 years.
Great shot. Terrific shot from Peter Senior.
But at best you'll have that to take it into extra time. Or further into extra time.
It's sudden death, remember. So if Brad Hughes would have hauled this putt, he's the 1993 Masters champion. I like the way he's really concentrated well today, Bruce. He's really knuckled down, and you can see it in his face. He wants it. He wants it badly.
And has been prepared to risk going for it. But I don't think this will go a metre past the hole, trying to do it in one go. Well, nevertheless, this for the title.
Now, it would be normal that he finishes off and leaves it, puts the pressure back on Peter Senior, rather than let Senior putt and then have to hole this one himself. This is amateur experience playing match play coming out, because that's what we're really dealing with here now.
He's had no practice with that weapon, and he only took it on about a week or two ago.
I think it might be a permanent fixture, don't you, Bruce?
Yeah, it'll be used next week anyway.
Well, these are the putts that you'd back Senior on 99 times out of 100.
You would have done.
That's right, until 10 minutes ago. Is it maybe a fraction longer than the one he missed at 18?
I think he'll get this one, Bruce.
I think it's a fraction easier too.
So if Peter Senior misses this, the title's Brad uses. If he gets it, we go up the 18th.
We have a new master. Brad Hughes, here's Pat Welsh.
Bradley, congratulations. You didn't put a foot wrong today.
I don't know what to say at the moment.
What's this mean in front of the home crowd?
Yeah, it's great. You know, I had a lot of support out here today, and they were urging me on all day, and it's nice. Really good.
You're telling me yesterday afternoon that you've been so highly placed in so many tournaments. You've led quite a few into the final round, and that victory has eluded you.
Yeah, well, I came from behind today, and bad luck for Pete. He had it won, but someone's got to win, and you know, it's hard work when you're leading and having to hole putts and things like that.
How do you rate that final round?
Great now. Yeah.
What about the tension of the playoff? Have you been involved in many playoffs? I know Peter Senior has.
I lost a playoff in Japan last year. The TM Chen birdied the hole, so you know, it's my second one and 1 all now. So
Sweaty palms?
it actually felt pretty good. I'll don't know at the moment. We'll see how I go when I get the jacket on.
You've had great support from your family. They've been around you all week, haven't you?
Yeah, they've been here all week, running around the fairways and urging me on. So you know, it's good for them, I think, as well.
Yeah, emotional moment for you this afternoon.
Yeah, I'll be right.
Now, I understand there may have been a couple of wagers on you, too, at fairly long odds before the tournament started.
Well, I went into Tabaret on Tuesday and I saw myself at 50 to 1, so I put $100 on it.
And you've got about a $130,000 cheque to collect up on the 18th very shortly.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Pat. Ta.
Brad, congratulations. A great round today and a really tense and thrilling win in the playoff over a great player.
Thank you.
Brad Hughes, well done. The new Masters champion.
Pat Welsh with Brad Hughes. What a dramatic finale to the 1993 Microsoft Australia Masters. Hughes winning in a playoff from Peter Senior and Terry Price in third placing. Back